Question for Jiddu Krishnamurti. Did not you follow a guru on your way to attainment? If so, why is it a crutch for us who are still in the process of attainment? Jiddu Krishnamurti. When I was following a guru, if anyone had told me that he was a crutch, I should have probably acted in the same manner as you are doing and rejected the person who suggested it. I know for myself that I have attained, and the knowledge of that attainment does not depend on the authority of anyone outside myself. Since I have attained, I have found that there is a shorter way, a more direct way to that attainment. And it has become my duty to show people that although I have trodden their ways and passed through their limitations, worshipped in their temples their gods, held their beliefs, and practiced their religions and rites, there is a simpler, a more direct path, a happier way to understand life, a nobler, a more perfect way to fulfill life. If I said, you are quite right to follow your own way, to remain in your limitations, I should not be helping you. But because I have followed that path, because I have been held, suffocated, bound in those limitations, I would prevent others from going through the same complications. They are not necessary for you. Don't you warn your child not to go near the fire, lest it should burn itself? If he is foolish enough to disregard your warning, it cannot be helped. But it is your duty to warn, to protect him. When you have followed the long, narrow path through many lives, through many limitations and ideas of worship, and you finally attain and see a simpler way, a nobler way, would you not urge everyone to leave their narrow, complicated, lengthy way and follow the more direct path? That is what I am doing. Because I had a guru at some time, it does not mean that you must have a guru. When you see a lame man, you need not become lame in order to understand his lameness. I maintain that I have found that truth for which the world is seeking and longing. I have gone by the long road, but from the point of view of attainment, I see a shorter and more direct way, a more joyous and delightful way. And you, from your complicated, narrow point of view, say, because you took the long way, so must I. If you wish to slip down the precipice into the darkness and climb again to the height, you must please yourself. It is not a question of leading you. I do not want to lead anyone. That would be terrible. What I want to do is to arouse the desire that will give you understanding. When you have really understood, you will not betray nor step down the truth. In the past, all the disciples stepped down the truth for the understanding of the inexperienced and thus betrayed it. I would urge people to go towards the truth in their own strength. A child will never grow strong if you always lead it or encourage it to cling to your skirts. You should urge it rather to stand on its own feet and walk by itself. Because I realize that following another is a weakness, that a mediator is but a crutch, and because I have put aside all crutches, I say there is a way to develop your own strength so that you will not need crutches. There is a way by which, in the very act of living, thinking, and feeling, you will be able to attain without the aid of mediators or gurus. If you follow that way, you will always be guided by the light of the goal itself. Why do you want candlelight when you have the light of the sun? Why do you want artificial perfumes when you have the real perfume? You say, have you not used artificial light? Of course, I have used artificial light in the past, but now I would show you the way to the eternal light which never varies nor grows dim.